AJ's joining.
Hi, AJ.
Can you direct me to where I was sitting with her when she was being racist, please?
Right, listen, so...
Every life, you sat in that box with her. You were giving her views.
When was she, when was she being racist?
Can I just say something that quick, please?
You want me to go there, AJ?
Yeah, then show it me, please.
Or
so
actually, no, can you rise Marcel? Because he was talking on Marcel in one of the boxes as well.
Yeah, I was, because I've seen a clip of Marcel.
Marcel's a good person. Marcel's my friend.
I've spoken on this, and I've come into this
Scotty, you know she's been racist, and he's
line.
asking, when has she ever been racist? Yet, Scotty, you know that woman's been racist. And he's saying, when has she ever been racist? What kind of question is that?
When I've been there in the box.
She is a racist, though.
Okay.
She is.
Did you still sit with her in the box after she had been racist?
Can you let me speak? Because you're chatting about me, but you're not letting me talk.
No, don't be rude. Don't be rude to women. Don't be rude.
I'm not, but you're talking about me.
I'm fine, honestly. Go, AJ.
Thank you. Right, I've come to this a little bit late, okay? And there's been lives where I've jumped in where there's been debates. That's why I've jumped into Angie's lives, because of the debates. And if you have watched it, I haven't agreed with her on most of the things that she's brought up. Okay.
Last time we had this conversation, though, you said you did agree with her on some things.
On some things,
what was it you agreed with her on?
I'm sure people on this box on some things agree with her.
No,
don't like her.
Listen.
You can agree with her.
There's not one thing on this earth I would agree with Angie on. No.
Right, okay, can I carry on with my point, please?
Yeah, carry on, AJ.
Okay? I wouldn't be sitting in a box like this if somebody was being racist to somebody, okay? Full stop.
You did.
Nobody on this side of the app is racist or stands for any isms.
Not the point. The point was just raised by Mary.
Is even though she was racist, you then still went. It's not even just about racism. She was homophobic. She was against DV. She was against all these other things, and you continued to keep going in her box.
Yeah.
She saw you as an ally.
Like I said, okay, I'm not an ally. I'm somebody that jumps into people's lives when there's a debate and gives my opinion, okay? I think you've got this mentality.
Are you an anti-racist, AJ? Are you an anti-racist?
Yes, I am.
Let me hear you say it.
I'm going to drop. Can you raise Marcel on Black Biden?
Let me hear you say it.
Say please.
What?
Let me hear you say it.
Can you tell me your motive behind that question?
Frankie, are you an anti-racist?
AJ.
Frankie, are you an anti-racist?
I am a massively anti-racist.
Let me hear you say it.
I'm an anti-racist. You knew that.
What's so hard about saying that, AJ?
No, but I'm just one. It's just random.
No, but what's so hard about saying it?
I'll
It's
answer
stuck in your
it.
throat.
I'll answer it when you tell me what the motive was behind that. What's the motive behind that? What is your motive behind that?
I want to come up and
It's a
speak for
question
myself.
that I need to ask. I don't like sitting with racists.
And you asked me, and I said yes, I am. And then I asked you what the motive was behind that.
I want to hear you say it.
He's not Look, okay, right. Because I'm the one that questioned this guy in the comment section. So I've got a video of AJ going up into Angie's box and basically saying, and I sent it to you, Mama G, yesterday, didn't I? Angie was, you were slapping Angie's life, talking about the reason why Marcel thinks he can go for women the way he does is because of gay privilege and
Yes, it is. There is a lot of gay men on this app that think they can scream abuse at women just because they're gay. I stand by that statement.
Marcel is a kind man and we love him.
No, but I stand by that statement 100%. There are so many gay men on this app that think it's acceptable to come after women and shout and scream abuse at them just because they're gay.
That's not Marcel. That's not Marcel.
Marcel's not one of those people.
That's not Marcel, AJ.
A woman ever.
Let me speak. Please, let me
Right, you know
speak.
what? But Marcel, can you give me a second? I'll put the timer on and then we can do it like that.
I'm talking over you, Marcel. Sorry, babe.
I'm sorry. Because I don't have a lot of time.
Interact. I don't know if I can do it, so just go for it, Marcel.
Everybody just
AJ, you wanted to sit up in Angie's boxes to talk about me. You know I was not anywhere. Instead of coming to me with your problem, you went into Angie's box. I don't give 10 flying fucks if you've walked into a situation halfway. I don't care. I really don't. Because you walked into a situation, you've started talking crud. Do you get? That was the first move. That was the first time you went wrong. Do you get? You don't walk into situations halfway and then say, "Oh my God, I didn't know what was going on. I just go into Angie's life." I don't care. You've said what you've said. Do you get? Instead of looking at the situation, instead of going to this place, and then assessing, seeing what the TikTok streets are looking like, you went straight to Angie's life to go and talk about me. Do you get? That's
Marcel,
why I don't like you.
Marcel,
Wait.
respectfully.
Let me finish.
Let
Let me
myself
finish.
finish, and then you can
AJ,
have
when
your
the
5
time
minutes.
is finished, babe, then you get your turn. So you get 5 minutes, love. So just let him
Exactly.
speak, and then you can have a turn, love. Go on, Marcel.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah.
So, the first place you went to was Angie's box. That's the first place you went wrong. I am around. If your problem is really that dire, then you will come to me. You'll come to me and ask, what is happening? Angie is a homophobe. I hear that you are a gay man. Angie on multiple occasions has said, HIV comes from gay men and all of this stuff. Yet you decide to sit in her box. Instead of looking into a situation, you want to come in halfway and then cry about it when the situation is not in your favor anymore. And that's why you're coming over here. You're coming over here because you've seen that Angie don't fuck with you. You say Angie don't have your back. That's why. Do you know where it is with me? If an Angie supporter gets thrown under the bus by Angie and wants to come down here, I'm going to say it loud and proud. I'm going to let you drown, because it's
Straight.
it is not my business that you've gone to set up with a racist, you've gone to set up with a homophobe, you've decided to talk on my name. This woman has set up with men who have assaulted women, okay? If we're gonna really talk about it, this woman has, been homophobic, has been racist, she's been every ism under the sun, yet you want to come in here and your excuse is, I've walked in halfway. Respectfully, go fuck yourself. You have no legs to stand on. None at all. Do you get? I'm just gonna let the same thing applies for Life on the Edge. Life on the Edge wants to be. She wants to do have exposures on Angie when she was very comfortable sitting up in her box 6 weeks ago, very comfortable, laying the foundation of her platform. So I'm gonna apply the same logic for you, AJ. This is not your space, Bab. Go somewhere else.
So a lot of things were said.
I beg.
Nothing
Someone else.
said.
Is
Can I
that you,
talk now?
Marcel?
Right, let's address the first point. I know the exact conversation that you're referring to when I mentioned you, and I wasn't even on about you, okay? Somebody come
Why
in.
mention him then?
Can I speak, please? Can you have some respect and let me speak? Because I'm just...
Yeah, well,
Contradicting yourself.
Thank you. So, somebody come into the live, a gay person, and was screaming abuse, saying all the stuff under the sun, disgusting things. Now, I do have my opinion, and I do say my opinion, but I carry myself in a way where I'm not shouting, I'm not abusive, I don't belittle like Marcel just tried to do, okay? I like to carry myself to a higher standard, all right? So I called that person out on the app. During that conversation, I then said, there are plenty of gay men on this app, the likes of the Cows, the likes of the Marcels, that thinks it's okay to scream abuse at women just because they're gay, and it's not acceptable. Okay? That was the point I was trying to make. Marcel, it wasn't even about you. Okay? I just mentioned you, your name. That was it. Okay? But this is you, very telling, trying to make that situation about you. And it's not, I'm afraid.
Woof,
Okay.
woof.
Can I talk now?
What was the second point? Sorry, what was the second point?
We don't know,
Again,
Marcel. Go
Again, I honestly think it's a bit too deep. For me, I'm just somebody that jumps into somebody's box when somebody has a life. But the way Marcel's talking about it, it's like it's his life. It's so serious and it's so...
I work bad.
Can I just say, first of all,
Marcel, sorry, why is
AJ.
everybody interrupting?
just before you go off on this point, I just want to make it, sorry, I know I'm interrupting you, but you just said about the way that gay men and that scheme at women. What I'm going to tell you is, we as women don't need you to speak on our behalf. If I'm screaming at a guy, a girl, a kid, a dog, anything, I expect to be screamed at back. I don't care the way that they speak to me. We as women, we will say, what we think is good or what we think is wrong or what we think how somebody should speak to us or how they shouldn't. That is our job as women. We don't need you speaking on our behalf, thinking we're some weak little creatures that a gay man shouts at me, I'm going to go crying. No, I'm going to come back tenfold. And I'm
not speaking on your behalf. I'm not speaking.
You are.
You're
speaking on women's behalf.
No, I'm
Did you not just say?
No, I'm not.
Am I not a woman?
Can I respond?
You made blanket statements.
Can I respond,
Make
please?
what I know.
I'm not
Yes, you may
speaking on your
respond.
behalf. I'm speaking on my behalf because I don't want to be associated with that. I don't want to be associated with people that just because they're gay, it gives them the green card.
Nobody said that though. You're basically just
Mary,
making a blanket
you are
statement.
so incredibly rude. Please
I'm not
restrain
a prick.
yourself.
You're condescending. You're
don't
condescending.
Restrain
You're
yourself,
speaking
Mary. Mary,
This is not your
please.
space. Go back to Angie.
Do you
That's the only
see?
point I
Apparently,
Scotty, we
they
don't
are the
associate with
bullies.
these
Do you
people.
know
We're
how
gonna have
much
to
you look
drop if
like
he don't
bullies
go.
now?
Guys,
Scotty, you must agree.
Do you know what it is? Angie's a racist. Pearl is a racist. I've never in my life cussed out someone that is anti-racist. Do you get? I may have had qualms with people. I may have had problems with people. But one thing I have for people is a baseline level of respect. Once you're racist, once you're homophobic, once you're anything
Show
of the
us who
sort,
you are.
Frankie, you're
once
not
you show
gonna
us who
be
you are,
going.
that respect goes down the drain. Where I come from, it is dish out, it is rub and scrub. Do you understand? I am sick and tired of people coming onto this app and acting like there is some sort of textbook, sort of, oh, you're going down, what do you call it? You're crossing the line. I absolutely despise lines like that. Because it's like, Pearl is allowed to cross the line. All of these people are allowed to cross the line. However, if I'm to cross out a racist, I am now crossing the line. Pearl was allowed to cuss out and fat shame fat freak, yet I'm the one that's wrong for cussing out Alex. Do you see where the blurred lines are?
Who said that? Did I say that?
No. I'm just being general here. I'm being general. Here.
You just,
And
I'm
talking about the
struggling to
hypocrisy.
keep up, if I'm honest, with what you're saying. Again,
you're struggling to keep up because you're slow. You're not understanding. Do you get? I'm talking about the hypocrisy that has come from where you have just come from. Do you get? The hypocrisy from Alex, the hypocrisy from Angie, the hypocrisy from the people that you decided to sit up with. So don't come up here talking about you're being rude, you're being a bully. The bullies that you're talking about, you've just come from. Do you get? Don't come here talking some BS. The hell? Absolute fool.
Please.
Again, I think you are just far too emotional. This is a live that I would jump in when I was working from home and there'd be a debate going on.
Right,
Scott,
AJ.
please. Scott,
AJ,
please.
with all respect, you have just pissed off my entire life and you're now pissing me off.
What have I done though? Tell me what I've done.
You're being
Mama
very
G.
condescending. You're
Wait a
being
second,
very
Scotty,
rude,
can you
and
let
you're being very
Chantel speak?
patronising to a bunch of
Okay.
people up here of colour.
Yeah.
So I suggest you keep
How
it
am I being
respectfully.
patronising? How am I being patronising?
Listen, don't make me
Scotty,
talk.
please.
Respectfully.
It's your life. Do the right thing.
Be
I'm going to
respectfully
Mama
be
G, don't
vigilant
worry.
in what you're saying and how your tone is while you're speaking to us. Do you understand? Because you've just come from a racist ends and you're going to try and jump over here because your people's then kicked you out.
Thank
We
you.
never invited you here. You came
no,
over.
not at all.
Guys, can we let
Yes,
Chantel
it is.
speak? Is that
Guys,
okay?
let Chantel speak.
Yeah.
Hi,
Before you drop 'em.
I just needed to sort of point something out because you said that you wasn't speaking for women, you were speaking on yourself in regards to that you don't appreciate a gay man speaking to in the tone that you assume Marcel has been doing. So does that not does that point not also sit with the people of the likes of Angie that you've been sitting in boxes with? Where's your respect and morals at that point?
I've called out Angie on every single occasion. Every single occasion I've told her when she's wrong and it's
Liar.
disgusting.
Really?
No, it's not,
Every
no.
single occasion?
I promise you. Everybody
Word
thinks
is
that I
not
was trolling her
bond.
towards
You've
the
been
end.
sitting with
because-
them for time. Your word is not bond about I promise you. We don't believe you. You're a liar.
I've literally got a video of you talking about me. Yo, all of you
Yeah, I
send me
know,
a
I've already
DM
spoken
of your
to it
Instagram.
myself.
And I'm
Guys,
gonna send it to you.
respectfully,
spoken
one
to it.
at a time. Chantel.
No, I was just listening to what he's got to say because he's saying that he's calling people out. So, in regards to the calling people out, like Angie, can you just elaborate to me what sort of things you've called her out on?
Well, specifically the most recent one was the Alfie situation.
Anything else?
There's been loads of things when I've been
Any
in the lot.
racism by any chance?
If I have not been in
Not
her life
anti-racist.
when there's
No,
been racism. If there has, I would have called it out 100%.
Would have, so you haven't. So it's very
Because I
selective.
haven't been there. Stop
Obviously,
trying to
it's very
twist it and put
select-
words in my mouth. I've
It's
just said I
very-
haven't been there
AJ, you had your time to talk. Let
when there's
Chantel
been
talk.
racism.
Thank you.
If there
Go on, Chantel.
Okay, so it sounds though that you're very selective at the points of when you're in Angie's room or in Angie's box then, and it always seems to be around the same sort of people, the likes of Elfie, etc., which is they're basically the same people for me. They're the same racist people that you're talking about. So you're basically sticking up for people that fight against themselves. So have you, like I said, have you ever been there in regards to racism, homophobic slurs or anything like that? And have you stood up for anything in regards to Angie, against Angie in those situations?
if there has been homophobic slurs or anything that I've heard, then yes, I have. I don't understand what point you're trying to make.
Furthermore, you
you've
don't
got
have to be in the
selective hearing.
live to have to call your friend
No,
out.
but
If
if
that
people
person's
are
your
talking
friend, you don't
about
have
me,
to
I
be in
think
the
that I
live.
could
If
jump
you hear
up
your
and
friends
have
done
a
such
say.
things, you call them out. It's as simple as that. You don't have to be in their
Yes,
house
I
to
have
know
called
that.
her
And you
out,
haven't. You're
okay?
a liar, AJ. You're a liar.
I think you've walked into the situation halfway, and that's a problem that I have with a lot. You've gone in too hard. Do you get? You've come into this side of TikTok and you think you know it all. You don't know anything. You've walked in about 3 months late. So what I need you to do is your homework. You need to do your homework. You need to look into what you're talking about because you're talking crud. Do you get?
I'm not saying I do. When have I stated that?
Exactly.
I do know
You don't
everything?
know. So don't
But
go
when have
into
I
live
stated
and
I
then
have?
talk about me.
When have I
that's all I'm
stated I
saying.
have, Marcel?
Don't go-
When have I stated
There is a
I have?
video. Mama G, have I not sent you the video?
Yes, and I've spoke
Chantel,
about
You
that,
have.
Marcel.
Chantel,
Marcel.
I'm going to send you
It wasn't a passing
the video
thing.
on Instagram.
Marcel.
You get?
Marcel.
I'm going to send you the video on
can I
Instagram.
talk,
My
please,
problem with you is the fact that you decided to mention me in Angie's live about a situation that we know you don't even know. Do you get?
Yeah,
You
this is why I'm asking you the questions that I'm asking, because you've had a go about the likes of the way that Marcella's acted, and rightly so. The people that are in this box, apart from you, agree with the way that Marcella's acted, based on the fact that of the racism, etc., that's happened over in that live. Now you've come and attacked Marcella and said that, and included Marcel in your "I don't like how gay men act like this against women," etc. But we're sitting here and saying, well, have you seen the things to why Marcel acted like he did? Which you have answered my question with your, I've raised it with Angie with things in regards to Alfie, which clear as day shows me that you do not know the reason why Marcel acts like he does with these certain people. So if you don't get the whole story, why are you out here mentioning Marcel's name?
To the extent I probably
You're
don't.
lost, aren't you? You're lost. You've got
Could
nowhere
I
to
say,
go.
please? You are so rude. Honestly.
Oh, you're so rude, Bab. Bye. That's all I can say to you. Bye.
AJ, you're not helping yourself, but with your really, really condescending tone.
I'm not. I'm just trying to speak.
Speak to
This
people
lady's
like
asking me
we're all
questions and
equals,
I'm trying to
yeah.
respond.
Yeah, watch your tone.
What tone?
You're
Right now,
condescending
just
right now.
watch
Just
the
watch the tone,
in the next
please.
10 seconds.
Be
What tone?
respectful, like I've said, be respectful. We want to hear you out. So be respectful in how you speak and direct yourself with your
What
tone.
tone?
You don't need
Could
to
you
say that she
refer
was
to
being
some-
rude
I don't
because she
understand.
made a comment. Well, if you don't understand, go and look at a dictionary and understand the terms of tones, isn't it? Because we're letting you know your tone's off. So respectfully, respect what we're saying, please.
Right. Okay. Right. What was the question? Because
Oh,
completely
okay, like you
digressed.
listen, don't start with me today because I ain't in the mood. Don't come with your tone with me, please. I've just asked you politely to respectfully mind your tone and you've just done it again. That was condescending.
AJ, next time you're rude, mate, you're just going to get kicked out of the box and I'm not letting you back up. It's simple as that. It's my life and I'm protecting everybody in this box at this point. I have everybody who's gave you a fair chance to speak, including myself. He should disappear
he's
before
gone.
anybody has a go at me. He was clearly rude. I will be blocking him by the end of the live. So
He's lost. He's absolutely lost. He's got nowhere to go. And he's trying to infiltrate in here. And then the next minute, you know, that he would have made up with Angie because that's what happens. And then he'll go back and chat nonsense about us.
Just to address the comments, it doesn't matter what his tone was like. It's not necessarily his tone.
Yeah, it's not how he speaks. He's a condescending
it was the
arsehole.
condescending drops that he was saying.
Like,
The
oh,
drops
not how he
speaks.
he was saying. And it was how he was saying it. There's ways that you can speak to people. Yes, I was forceful when I spoke, but I know that because I was trying to address him like I would do my child, and my child was being rude and condescending.
And can I just say, Kira, in the comments, I'm an autistic woman and I do get told about my tone sometimes. I can be quite blunt or maybe a bit direct. And I was just saying to him, watch your tone. You're not going to get your point across when you sound so patronising.
Charlie wasn't being unkind. At all.
Kelly,
You can't have an argument when you're talking to people like they're stupid, and that's how he sounds. Like he thinks everyone in here is stupid.
Right.
He seems to think he's better than everybody.
Yeah.
He speaks with a "I'm better than everybody" air. You're really not, AJ.
Listen,
At the end of the day,
we all agree to disagree, and that's what I like about this side of TikTok.
yeah.
We can.
At the end of the day,
agree to
AJ, as well, what we're trying to get across here is you've came over from Angie's side. I knew we could never trust you because you admitted the last time I addressed you about this that you agreed with Angie in some things. That is why you went over and sat there with her. Anybody that agrees with Angie on anything, get to France out
And
of
people
here.
have to remember that, like, if you're out there thinking that Scotty is the weakest link, because that's what he thought, yeah, that's why he went to you, Scotty.
Yeah,
if
there's
you think
nothing
Scotty is
soft
the
about-
weakest link, like Scotty's got an army,
Yeah.
right?
And
So
Do you know what, AJ, I'm going to say this respectfully, and I can do it because I'm in my agency now. Fuck off back to Angie's, you absolute
Sarah's just made
rude
it clear
person.
to
I'm
me,
not
Scotty.
finished.
Never,
I'm not
never.
finished. You actually did take over my life at one point, which I
I'm
do
not finished.
which I do not condone in the
Sorry.
slightest. The minute you start going for other people and trying to take over my life when you've been muted multiple times by me and the moderators, you're gone. Get out, you're blocked.
Can I just say as well?
So he also said in the
Sorry,
he
Charlie.
also said, I'm above that. I'm above that.
I'm above that, my arse.
As if
He's
he
gone.
really does
Do
think
not
he's
give
better
him the
than
time of
people,
day.
and then his tone matches his words. So
Can I just say as well, I do really like any men because of my trauma, but Marcel's a good man. He's so kind. He's been really kind to me.
He was not right in here,
He's
so no longer
sat
welcome.
up with me till 3 a.m. when I was really, really upset. Sat up with me. He's a good person. So fuck off, AJ.
that's another good point. Why can he talk about how Marcel speaks when he
Exactly.
Exactly.
And he's just here for the whole gay community and women everywhere. Don't speak for women. I'm sick of telling men this. Stop speaking for women. I don't give a fuck who shouts at me. Man, women, dog, toaster. I will bring the same energy back to them. We don't need you speaking on our behalf, AJ.
Mary, see
Ever.
at that point from
Amen.
earlier. Guys, Mary, can I just say, see from earlier, I apologise for earlier then.
Oh, it's no problem with Scotty. Obviously, he tries to infiltrate. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust him. I would never trust him.
I nearly did trust him, but I was just like, right, let's
It's
see how this goes.
it's a
And if the
hard
bad
thing
thing,
to navigate,
he will
isn't
not be
it?
back
As an
in here.
autistic person, it's hard.
I can't see
Oh
no
my
one.
God. How comes I don't know what's going on with my screen, but I can't see.
It's
I
all
can hear
blank
you
for
all.
me as well.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
can
me
see all of
too.
you. You might need to
Yeah,
restart
mine too.
TikTok.
Yeah, you might
I
need
was
to
just
restart.
listening with my headphones.
No,
on
it's
to
when
my
you click.
bedroom.
I think they're
It's when
doing
you
that.
clicked
Scotty,
it back to
restart the
normal
live.
screen, Tommy. So, Scotty, it's when you clicked it back.
Is it
when
when
you
I
shut
clicked
the
it back?
boxes.
It's because it's because Chantel was in the big box, but then I put it back to the normal grid view.
Yeah,
Can I
that's what
just
happened.
say? Can I just say for me and Scotty, we're both autistic. Rebecca is, Charlie is. I don't know if anyone else is. Can we stop fucking infantilising autistic people? I might be able to
Please,
speak that
see
well.
the minute you go for
Please.
autistic people, you're gone out of here. You lose respect from me.
Expose, what was your thoughts on it?
Well, to
Makes
be
me
honest
so-
with you, like I said, obviously all this stuff between him and Marcel I haven't seen. I only come across AJ myself the other day when he was in Angie's box, and then obviously I just see, no, it was Pearl's live. I've never seen AJ before until then, and he was talking in Pearl's live saying about that Alfie, do you know, saying it was wrong. So I just made my opinion on him on that, but obviously listening to him then,
Lemon, you are echoing like mad.
it's lemon.
There we go, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
I
drop and
thought
come back.
my
Let me back
opinion
up,
on it.
Scott. I'm gonna drop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, Mama G. You do what you got to do, darling. Thank
Mama,
you
I
so
love
much.
you. I love you.
Yeah, so I thought my opinion on him, obviously, on what I've seen him in that Pearls live that day, but obviously seeing what I've just seen now and hearing what I've just heard, he is a dickhead, isn't it?
It clearly has a dickhead.
We don't be nasty to women. We don't be nasty to victims or anything like that.
No, but it's
at
not
all.
that. Do you know if you do something wrong? Do you see me? Like, if you felt like I'd done something wrong to you, I mean, obviously, if it was Angie, someone wouldn't give a fuck, but like, you, I'd be like, well, what have I done to offend you? Can you educate me about that then? He didn't have to come with the attitude. He could have just said, okay, then, well, I didn't feel that way. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. Can you explain to me how? But he didn't want to hear it, did he? That was just basically my opinion.
Well, listen, Rebecca's space where she holds alive, it's a safe space. I've always felt safe. Always. She keeps everyone safe. And so is Scotty.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not up to you, how someone feels.
Frankie, could you drop for a second? Mama G wants back in.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
I hate that.
No, you're not dropping. You've not even spoke yet.
Yeah, I know, Scotty, but I feel bad because obviously.
Need to drop.
I'll go.
Anybody?
Are you okay, Chantel?
I don't mind being dropped. I'm happy to come in and out. I'm just saying.
I don't know who's in here, but she's going right. Mama G, very quickly.
spaces.
Sammy, you are next after Mama G. Mama G.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. I just dropped because I couldn't see anything. I thought that you were going to let me back up.
Nah, I was trying to let you back up, but I don't have enough boxes, clearly.
Sorry, guys.
Frankie, could you drop for 2 wee seconds and I'll let you back up when...
Of course, baby, of course. No
There's
worries.
somebody called
Even though
Sammy
I'm
watching
looking
and I
at
don't know.
Love you, baby.
Right, love you, baby. Bye-bye.
Marcel, how are you feeling,
Guys, in the meantime, tap the screen.
You know what it is?
Them clean.
I'm glad I held that man to account because I'm
You did
sick
well.
and I'm tired of people from the dark side coming over to infiltrate and scatter the spaces that you guys have built. Not only that I've built, do you get? I'm not having it because it's happened far too many times. And I've got videos, and I'm happy to send me a DM with your Instagram, and I'll send you guys the videos of what he was saying, because I've actually seen there is actual screen recording of this guy talking about me. Did you get? That's when I came up hot, because I'm not gonna have that. You're not gonna come from Angie's side doing a flip flop. If you're gonna be a flip flop, you belong on my feet. The hell? What the hell are you doing on TikTok?
I've never once seen Marcel live, and everything he said, he's always backed it up with receipts. So if you have done something, guaranteed he's going to come with the receipts. So you might as well just own up for it, innit?
You may as well just admit it, honestly.
And the thing is about AJ is that, like, if I was, excuse me, if I was in a space, if I was in a space and I didn't know that someone was racist, for example, and then they showed me that they were, that'd be me out. I'd be gone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Exactly.
100%.
I'd call them out and I'd leave.
That's what I'm saying.
What I realise is, obviously, I didn't know AJ used to sit with her. Like I said, the first time I come across him was in Pearl. The thing about that is, she is racist, and you know she is. So it was only when you come on and had a go at her about that Alfie that you realise that she's actually a dickhead. So there you go.
You know, I noticed that anybody that is a bigot or racist, if I ask them, are you anti-racist? They'll say yes straight away, and it runs off their tongue. Well, when I ask them to repeat it and for it to come out of their own mouths, their dirty, stinking spirit will not allow. I proved it.
Yeah.
You know what, Mama G? I'm anti-racist.
I am anti-racist.
I'm also going to say I'm also anti-racist. I'm also anti-Angie, anti-Pedal, anti-Alex, anti-everybody.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough to just not be racist. You have to be anti-racist.
That's right.
I'm anti-racist.
Yeah. And my next question to him would have been, tell me why you're anti-racist.
Right, you know what? I'm going to do a quick poll then. Mama G, just hold your thought for a minute. I'm going to do a quick poll if I can find the bloody button for it. Is it text poll? No, it's not the text poll. Fuck. What poll? Right, guys, I will find out if you're racist. I will physically find you and
Find out with the poll.
I will be blocked. Happy face if you're anti-racist. Sad face if you support those type of people.
It's very easy to tap anti-racist. It's very easy.
Very easy to tap anti-racist.
But for them to say it, that's what sticks in their throat.
Exactly. So
because if any of their friends who knows that they're racist, if any of their friends who knows that they're racist and they know what that they joke about when nobody's around, sees them say that I am anti-racist, it will be a dirty mark on them.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Exactly.
loud and proud
Right,
of
I'm
that.
starting
I
this
am
poll
loud
right
and
now.
proud.
I've got a family member that
Fucking
I've walked
that.
away from because of it. Because
While the poll's up, can I
it's
just
can't-
quickly
you can't
say
have that.
something?
On you go, you've got a full minute before it ends anyway.
I just wanted to say thank you for holding this space as an autistic person. It gives, like, I've got an autistic son, and yeah, it's just like quite inspiring to see and to be quite open about it as well. Like, it gives us quite a lot of hope.
Autism has superpowers,
Yeah,
Sammy.
my
Exactly,
son is
Everybody with
amazing.
autism has superpowers. Nobody should underestimate them.
Never. My son
Nobody.
is the brightest little boy ever, and I know that when he grows up, he's going to do some amazing things. So I just wanted to say thank you for that. But I also, is Marcel still here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I
is
just-
Black Brigham.
I've seen Marcel in quite a few boxes, and at first, like, I thought he came across really condescending. But then when I followed people around the app, I've actually realised that, like, that was a really bad judgment on my part, and I know you don't know us and you would never know that, but I just wanted to apologise for judging you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, like, I need to get things off my chest, and I know Marcel doesn't know me, couldn't care less, but I just wanted to apologise for, like, judging him first in the box.
Do you go in Tony Official's box? Someone's just said you sit with Tony Official.
No.
No.
When you tell lies.
No.
Right. Do not make up conspiracy things.
Actually, wait. When I first came to the app,
Who's lying?
I was jumping in a few people's, but then when I've never, like, spoke to them or been in a box or anything, I've never been in these boxes.
I think Sandy's saying that's a different. I think they've got you confused.
Different. Sorry,
Never.
Sandy.
Maybe getting you mixed up with somebody else.
He's
Never,
another
ever
person
go
that
in
we
his
won't
life.
associate with.
Absolute mong.
Yeah.
Mine
Right,
bring
so,
receipts, so shut it.
Guys,
No, only Tony a 4.
no, right, guys, just a simple yes or no. Have you seen Sammy in Tony's box? Yes or no? I'm saying no, but I don't watch
No,
Tony,
I
so I'm
haven't.
keeping quiet.
When
If anyone says yes, then that's just an outright lie.
no, I haven't seen her.
Don't go in his box.
I've never
I wouldn't
seen
have a
you.
clue.